What? All right. Okay.
I forgot how to do this.
Shut up, Dalton.
I forgot how to talk.
I don't know how to talk. We're gonna have to scrap this whole thing. It's over.
Can I do this during the recording?
Yeah, the whole time.
But you have to play.
All right. Okay. That's too much. I turned it down too much.
Don't play anything copyrighted, Dalton.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
I'm going upstairs.
I'm going insane.
I'm going insane.
All right. Okay. So we're catching up. We're getting there. This is series 12, the second Jodie Whittaker, Jodie Whittaker, Chris Gibnall series. It is her second to last. She has one more series after this, and then we're all caught up because the Davies one starts in November, I believe. So we're almost there.
Started?
No, not yet.
Oh boy.
And this is going to be by far.
You're gonna have been the whole year of Ireland before
Before Doctor Who kicks
back
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be our roughest one because we've only seen the last episode in a week recency. I think the last time we watched the rest of the series was like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah, I'm desperately going through the episode summaries right now.
So we'll see what we can do here. So the last season ended with the Battle of Rancid S: and Squid Girl. Squid Girl, and basically nothing happened. We spent an entire season supposedly developing these characters of Jodie Whittaker's the Doctor, of Yaz and Graham and Ryan, and by the end of the season they were basically exactly the same, just kind of all the same character, all cardboard cutouts, all like just whatever the writer wants to say, no real characterization, with the exception of Yaz, who did have, certainly last season, a fair amount.
Best actress.
Oh,
for this
absolutely,
era so
absolutely.
far, like of the main cast.
Yeah.
Including Jodie Whittaker. And,
Yeah, by far.
The only one that like can, even with shit writing, like actor scenes well.
Yeah, and sometimes cry, sometimes get some emotion, sometimes not, as we'll see a little later. But
pissed.
Yeah, she's kind of the only character. The rest are very much like, even the Doctor, very much just blank slates. Here's what I, the writer, want to say. Yeah.
So much so that Ryan and Graham have been exhausted. Their usefulness was exhausted by the end of this series, and I think they realized we gotta. There's too many. We gotta get them out of here. Yaz is the only thing worth salvaging.
Yeah. So and it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. But we start with Spyfall, which is a sort of a James Bond parody, or like in the style of, but at the same time, it's really not. It's just kind of like this globetrotting adventure. It's split into two parts. We have Spyfall Part 1 and Spyfall Part 2. Both the parts are about this mega corporation owner. He owns Vor Industries. And he's working with the Master and these like interdimensional beings that want to do something.
Vaguely trying to get memories back.
And he's like Steve Jobs. He's trying to sell like an iPhone or something, and it's gonna put these like ghost people in you or something. It's like
kind of like that. The like ghost art two-parter.
Yeah, the Army of Ghosts, or
with the Cybermen from
Doomsday. Yeah,
but like bad, but like even worse.
And I'm gonna kind of lump these together because, to be honest, I don't remember what happens in which part. I do like the time travel jumping around in this. There's a part where they go back to. That's part 2. Okay, I'll save that then.
She gets captured at the end of part 1 after they reveal that the
Master is back, and he's turning people into like little toys or something.
He's actually pretty He's a
Mhm.
little fun. He's kind of back to being fun. I think
He is
more
fun, yeah.
than like Missy. They kept like the like psychopathy with Missy, like the like
Yeah.
flippant like disregard for human life or whatever. But I don't know. She always annoyed me for the most part. But this guy, I think he's trying his best. This guy that plays this version of the Master tries his best, and like, I can't say that he did poorly. Like he put as much personality as he could into it. I think.
Yeah, no, I think he adds this like fun, like you're saying, this kind of fun side to the Master because he is just so over the top and like exaggerated. And I think it works pretty well in these two episodes, and then it does not work when we get to the end of
By
this.
the end, it's bad. But I do remember how part one ends. They're running to a plane that's taking off. Yeah. And
they're running at 170 miles an
you
hour.
Looked up, you're like, how fast are planes going when they're right about to take off? And they were running. And the doctor, so the Master like hijacked this friend of the Doctor's body, basically. That's so like this guy is here through the whole arc or through the whole start of the mystery, and it's like the Doctor thinks it's one of her friends or whatever, and but it turns out in the end that it's the Master, and she finds out at the very end of the episode. It comes out of left field.
Yep.
Because he didn't keep up with the plane very well, and she's like, "I thought you were a marathon runner. Who are you?" Like, oh great, and
Excellent,
and then he revealed he shrunk the guy. He shrunk the friend.
Yeah, he did. He turned them into little toys. Yeah. I guess we can just go through the notes for this first part. I think, is this the first part where they also go to like the vineyard in tuxedos?
Yeah, and
there's like a
like
roulette table or something.
When
Yeah.
meet the weird light creature
God.
alien things.
Oh god, that scene is so bad.
It's
so
boring.
bad.
It goes on a while.
Yeah. Okay. I'll probably just go to the notes then.
Yeah.
There's not much to say. Don't choice. Like I'm not gonna know what any of these
We're
mean.
completely lost. We're as lost as everything.
We're gonna have no idea. Weird camo. I think that was the Australian people had like weird camouflage in their uniforms or something.
Maybe.
Frame rate. I think the frame rate on this one was really bad because that explains the next two notes here. HBO collapse real time. Real time bankruptcy of HBO. HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close up, cut, close up, edit, cut, close up.
Man.
Our classic. What does the C stand for? Come? Again, I have no idea what any of these mean. Stephen Fry, too good for this. Yeah, Stephen Fry shows up in this for like half a second. I think he's supposed to be like the MI6 leader or something.
Don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, his office gets shot up.
Yeah. This is my favorite line, maybe of all of Doctor Who right here. Vor is more powerful than any nation. The Doctor using an iPhone.
Oh.
Bad.
Oh.
Bad. Dislike. Kisses. I don't know what that means. I should probably say that to someone.
The Doctor used to have like a flip phone in the early seasons, or used one maybe.
I think he used one.
I think he was mostly just like had to use the companion's phones when he needed to.
Yeah. Vor is in San Francisco.
For real.
Tiny carpet Gorl. I don't know what that means. This is Morble. What are these notes? What the fuck does this mean? That's it. That's what I've got. Did you write anything down?
No, I don't think I wrote any notes. I think I only wrote notes for like series 10, and then for this, I just like
I think it just got combined into mine.
If I came up with something, it might have just ended up on yours.
Oh, this is a 3 out of 10 for me. I think it's honestly one of the more enjoyable Jodie Whittaker episodes. I like the second part slightly more, but I thought it was fine. It's just kind of like a bad old Doctor Who episode, like It's like Centaurans if they were bad, or those kind of episodes.
Oh, I guess I got nothing to say.
So then we get the second part. So this is the part I I actually thought was better. It's the same score for me, but I like the time travel bit here. They go back to like
That was better.
World War II. At one point, they go back to the I can't remember her name, the Countess who like created the algorithm sequence for computing.
And it's almost like when this doctor is on her own, they like have to try a little harder.
Right? Yeah, because she's just you can't just be saying shit 24/7 to like fill the dead air.
And yeah, and I don't know, her companions aren't great. 2/3 of them suck.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They have to like make up for that, I guess.
Yeah, and we get a really fun bit where the master who looks Indian now is part of the like SS in Paris. And he's on
Yeah.
top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, he's part of the. Oh, well, I think he does explain it because she acknowledges
He does.
it.
Yeah,
and he's
no,
like,
there's like a perception
filter,
filter,
yeah,
and she
whatever.
busts it, and then the Nazis come and like grab him or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And then the end of this episode has these beings coming in through the guy's system, the guy who's running Vor, and he does it to his mother first, who like abused him or something, and then they shut it down and it ends. Like there's not much else.
Here, Barton speaks at a conference revealing the Kassar.
Yeah, that's the good bit.
The humanity's DNA, but then I think the master was gonna use his DNA or something, and then the fucking Jody tells them, and they like double cross.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I like this part slightly more.
Yeah, the time travel's more interesting.
Plus, this is where we actually get the master, so he's pretty fun in this. He's turning people into toys and being a Nazi and whatever.
This is also where they start the series arc at the end, where they like the master reveals to her that like
Gallifrey is destroyed. Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, and she goes and she's like all whiny about it for the next couple episodes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, she like doesn't like tell her companions at first.
That's right. She's just kind of mopey, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I've got who the fuck is Man Dick Pill? This is some weird fetish shit. And remember when Doctor Who let a boy get horny, get bricked up?
Oh no.
This is also a 3 out of 10. I think it is better than the other one, but that's not saying much.
Not enough.
Yeah. After this, we go into the series proper with a really strong start here. Orphan 55 is the next.
The episodes who are bad.
Yeah, it's the next episode. It's set on like this post-apocalyptic planet where everything, the environment's decaying and all that, and
but there's a spa like surrounded by a environment bubble.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of an interesting setting.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
it's the execution.
Yeah. Come to meet are not good. I don't think their acting is very good or their choices or anything.
Yeah, I like one of the girls, the one that Ryan's like romantically getting involved with.
Did you?
I liked her. I thought she was all right. I think she's really good for this season, but she's like a pretty mid.
I ended up hating what they did with her or something.
Yeah, because wasn't she like the daughter of one of the old people, and she was like not trying to reconcile. She was like angry at them because they never like acknowledged she was the daughter or something. And then at the end, she like sacrifices herself for them. I think something like that.
I mean, yeah, she like almost like sabotages it when she finds out she's the orphan, and then
yeah,
I don't know, it was just cheap.
Yeah, it fell down, but I thought her performance was pretty decent for what they gave her, and I liked the interaction she had with Ryan at the start. I don't think I liked how it went on in the episode, but I liked her at the start at least. You had the old lady this whole episode who's like yelling her husband's name because he's gone. She's like Benny, Benny, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh yeah, I liked them. They like finally got married or something.
Yeah.
That was their honeymoon, or maybe he was. I think
He was going to.
propose.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember much else. There's like I think this one has like the dad and kid, and the kid's really good at like fixing stuff, and the
It's like, his
dad's
dad
can't do it.
actually,
Yeah.
It's always the kid.
Yeah.
The green man.
Yeah, exactly.
Really bad green man.
Yeah, they have a fake bad makeup. Uh, oh god, I'm just reading the first note and I don't even know how to fucking say that.
It has a really, really fucking dumb.
Well, it turns out it's
reveal.
Earth. Yeah.
It's Earth. The mutated dreg things
Are humans,
yeah.
like nuclear mutated or something.
Who cares?
And it doesn't really fit in with like the rest of the timeline
that
we've seen.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Continuity, fuck it. Yeah, and this whole episode is super gray. It's so like gray and drab and boring,
Yeah,
and not in like a good way.
Kind of interesting.
The spot works
and then they got
okay.
outside of it, and it was like even like in a similar way because they have to travel out in like this armored vehicle because I think the surface is too shitty.
Yeah.
Like similar to Midnight. That still had an interesting environment, even though, like, on
for
the
sure.
outside.
Yeah.
So, like, whenever you did get like the outside of the shuttle, like it looked, you know, it's actually
supposed looked alien and cool, and yeah. But
the environment looking so shitty is supposed to land hard when they tell you it was Earth, and humans need to stop.
Humans need to just stop everything. They need to stop.
That's I think you can summarize the moral of every episode, especially Gibnall. Every episode of Gibnall era, the moral is always humans just need to stop.
Humans need to
really
stop.
Deep, good stuff. Really makes you think. Not about like the Doctor corrupting his companions or anything like that. Just human mean. I mean, there's still that's always been there.
That's always there.
It's always been there, but I don't know. These are just like really heavy-handed.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, I'm good. I don't even know. I don't even think I have a rating anywhere
for
any of these.
I don't even know how to say this first note. I don't even know what it means. It's Boban Gripty Vibe. Boban Gripty Vibe.
What the fuck? Those are dark nights.
And then followed by right on me nut, am I having a stroke or something? I'm building a house with these bricks.
Yeah.
Anarchist Nubian GF.
Oh no.
Green fire.
Oh yeah, you had a heck of a time with that, or was that me? I can't remember. I just had a problem with the green fire.
I don't know. She suck on my thumb till I doctor cum. This is a 2 out of 10 for me. It started out okay, and then the rest is just dog shit. Yeah.
I can't even rate these.
Yeah. After that, we have another just banging title here. Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror.
Damn. Did this one take place in his lab in Colorado Springs?
No, this took place in his lab in New York, I think, because they go to.
Yeah, you're right.
What's it called? The waterfall there in Buffalo and Canada.
Niagara?
Yeah, Niagara. And that's like where one of his labs is. And Thomas Edison's in this, and he's trying to like steal stuff, and there's like spider bugs or something that are scanning him, and I don't really remember much else.
Queen of the Scythra, scorpion-like alien who demands.
Oh, that's right. And they end at that one building, and they have to send out like a EMP field or something, or like a protection field from all these like scorpion bug things. Oh. Yeah. I I think I can skip saying anything about this episode. Um, thoughts?
Dude, nothing happens in this episode.
Thoughts?
The last sentence of the description is Yaz learns that Tesla's future reputation remains unchanged by his involvement. That's the last sentence of the summary, basically admitting this episode did nothing.
I have Animorphs is my first note.
Is Dalton playing
He is, yeah.
A Perfect Girl
Yeah,
by Hero?
He is, yeah.
Excellent.
My second note here is and those are my notes.
Great. Yeah.
Great, good.
All right, great. Good cut.
Anyways, this is a 2 out of 10. I guess there was something to make it not a 1.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not even true. It probably deserved to be a 1.
I don't remember. Anyways, then we get into at least an interesting episode. I don't know if I'd say good. This is a Fugitive of the Jadoon. I remember when this series was coming out, there was this really big split in the fan base where a lot of people either really liked this episode or were like angered by it.
It's because this is the thing that like starts.
Yeah, this starts this series arc. Yeah,
the fact that there are just like
a grillion doctors. Yeah,
an unknown amount of doctor reincarnations.
Yeah, exactly. So this starts with a lady on Earth. She's her husband or something is like working at a coffee shop
like
or something.
The mystery is or interesting at first, I guess.
Then the Jadoon come down. They're always pretty fun.
Yeah, I like that they left them pretty practical. From what I remember.
They go to like a lighthouse. She has schizo visions. Her memory comes back.
Ruth, is that her name?
I want to say it's Ruth. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruth starts. Well, I kind of lost it when Ruth started this middle-aged, pushing older, middle-aged, overweight woman just starts going ham. Starts doing like the karate moves and shit.
Yeah.
And they have to cut it like literally.
Yeah, they cut it like a Taken movie or something.
Yeah. Worse, like a what's his name? Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like another like fat, overweight person that can't breathe. Can't do the stunts anymore.
Yeah, and her memory eventually.
Chameleon Arch. She's the doctor.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. The Jadoon are after her for some reason, I guess. I don't know if they ever really explained that. Because we find out, at least at the end of the series, that this is a doctor from before the first Doctor. Which, again, continuity-wise makes no sense. I think I have some notes in here on that, but it's just weird. It's weird.
I mean, you would know even better because we've watched the original series.
Yeah.
Doesn't this pre-series Doctor like fucking incinerate someone or something?
Yeah, she does. She does like shoot someone, right? And then I think Jodie Whittaker at the end is like, no guns, or
yeah, she like hacked the gun that she was about to.
That's
shoot.
right. Yeah, to like shoot her instead.
Incinerates her.
Yeah.
Pretty epic.
Oh
yeah, Harkness is in this, but
he
never
is.
even meets. He never even sees the Doctor. I don't think, or does he? I don't think he ever gets to her.
Yeah, because he's with the companions, right? The whole time. They've been like zapped up by him or something. Because he was trying to get the Doctor and failed or whatever. Maybe.
Whatever. I mean,
he was better in this one, I think, than in the New Year's one.
Yeah, I mean, there's so little of him in this episode.
Yeah.
Compared to that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
notes time. Good editing here for once. Apparently, the opening of this doesn't just have cut, close up, cut, pan, close up.
I do remember like the town that we're introduced to.
Yeah, I like the opening. Yeah,
like, pretty idyllic.
Yeah. I've got language detected. Human. That language. That language that we speak. Human.
Oh, yeah. Human.
Captain Shart Fartness. got Jadum. Here's my ones. If this is before the first Doctor, then how does the TARDIS have the chameleon circuit set to a police phone box? That was set to when they landed in the junkyard at the start of Impossible Family.
Her TARDIS is a
Yeah,
police phone
which
box.
makes no
Doesn't make
sense
any
continuity
sense.
wise. Also, there's like a million other things that don't make sense. Why does she have a TARDIS? The reason the first Doctor has a TARDIS, at least
He
based
stole
on our
it.
new series, is like he ran away, he
Yeah.
stole it, right? He's running from it. So why does she
And you
have
get to
one?
see like footage of it, like
You do, yeah.
from series whatever Matt
10,
Smith's
right?
last one
Or
something.
yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
right. Yeah, it is Matt Smith. Yeah, it makes no sense. And it gets worse. It gets worse as the series goes on, but this one starts off making no sense. I think it's okay because this episode is so self-contained that you can be like, whatever, timey-wimey, who fucking cares? But yeah, once you get to the end of this series, that's when these problems start to kind of snowball out continuity-wise. This is a 4 out of 10 for me, apparently. Apparently, I thought this was okay till the end. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. I do remember liking most of it, at least like the first half of it. So that's probably what brought it up, I would guess.
Doesn't her husband get murdered?
Yeah, I think so. Who cares? Maybe Jack Fartness saves him. I don't know. Yeah. Any final thoughts on Prisoner of the Fugitive of the Fugitive of the Jadoon?
I might as well have been asleep during this watch. It is no longer in my brain.
Next is Praxius. And this actually brings up something I'd like to talk about. Most of this is us shitting on series 11 and 12. There is one aspect, that's it, that I think I actually enjoy Chris Chibnall doing, and that is he has given us more globe trotting. Previously in Doctor Who, it's almost all everything happens in Britain, right? It's always Britain because they shoot there. They shoot in Cardiff,
It's always
right?
in an apartment.
Exactly, yeah. So I appreciate how, like in Praxis here, they go to like Madagascar and Spyfall. They go to like Australia. Last series we had like Demons of the Punjab.
Yeah, that was good.
So I liked that we do get a little variety of Earth because Earth is huge, right? We don't have to set every fucking video in Cardiff, every episode in Cardiff. So that's the one thing I like that Chris Chibnall has done. Has he done it well? No. But I like that he does it because even this episode has like the birds dying in Brazil or whatever at the start.
Yeah.
And the New Year's one has they go to like Osaka, I think, right? So we do get like some variety of Earth settings, which is nice. But yeah, Praxius. This is about the bird infection or something, and there's an evil Asian lady who's doing something, and then it ends, and I don't care.
The
Thoughts?
I can't remember it, but I think the plot was somewhat interesting with like a alien virus affecting some aliens that come to Earth and try to find their cure, but they're like bringing the virus onto humans, but they don't care.
Exactly.
And it's like the Asian girl just wants to do what she can for herself, who's like infected with it, and like her species, but she can't. And like the doctor only like finds
that's right. Yeah.
only finds a way to like save the humans, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's an interesting plot. I don't know how great the execution is, but the plot itself has some intrigue to it. And again, I like that world jumping because it starts with the girls in Brazil who are like hiking and find all the dead birds. Then you have the Asian lady and her like assistant on I think it's Madagascar. And they go a couple other places. So it makes you feel like
she's an alien.
It makes you feel like this is a kind of like worldwide problem rather than just
they had that drama with the gay couple too, who's like one of them's like was a pilot and like has PTSD or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's like an astronaut or a pilot or
something
something
like that. And they needed his pilot skills to like save the day.
Yeah.
But he's like about to die, and
That's
he like
right.
apologizes to his husband or his boyfriend or whatever. But then the doctor does something that I constantly question why she
Yeah,
doesn't
saves
do.
him.
She saves
Saves him,
him
yeah.
by materializing the TARDIS around him, and why hadn't she done that in like a million
We've
other
talked
fucking
about this, so
examples?
like a ass toss from last season.
Exactly, ass toss with the little gooey things that eat ships and shit. I don't
The
remember what they're called.
pating.
Pating. Fucking yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like it's
Yeah.
also a time machine. Like why not?
Right, exactly. And we sometimes we get like convoluted answers like, "Oh, I can't go back and save like Rose or whatever because our timelines are messed up." Or, like, and that's you're like, "Okay, I get that." But like
Mhm.
these random people
Yeah,
that
the
you never
randos.
fucking meet again, like just grab them.
Yeah.
Uh, just this once. That's one of my notes. That's
This
one of my
once.
notes here. Uh, we've got Ryan is schizo. Ass and Grey Ham. Those are her two companions. Doc.
Yes. Graham.
The doctor finally saves someone just this once.
Just this once.
Just this once. Everyone lives, except not really. This is apparently another 3 out of 10 for me. We're starting off strong with this series. We got some
Yeah.
high ratings.
Wow.
Way to go.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it. And then we get. I like how sometimes this series. This is the other piece I'll give to Chris Chibnall because next we have Can You Hear Me?
Mm-hmm.
I like how sometimes his series, not when he writes it, when other people write it, just becomes like fucking schizo nonsense ramblings.
Mm.
Like last season, we had the one that ended with the cosmic frog universe that was trying to like eat up the energy from ours.
Yeah, it was like a fake reality that wanted to become reality.
Uh-huh.
Like that, I don't know. That's kind of fun.
And then this one, which I actually like way more than that one.
Yeah,
Is
I remember
fucking
this one
insane.
being the
This one
best
is so
this
fucking
series,
weird. This starts in like ancient Assyria or ancient Syria. And there's like a girl whose nightmare wolf is coming to life and like tearing people apart. And then we go to modern day Britain and one of Ryan's friends.
Oh yeah,
there's
the doctor in the TARDIS receives a signal from 14th century Aleppo.
Yeah.
How? What the fuck?
But then we go to modern day, and Ryan's got his friend over, and his friend's having nightmares of this tall man with his fingers coming off, sticking fingers in his ear.
Yeah, Ryan has a roommate all of a sudden.
Yeah, just for this episode only.
Yeah, I think it's the roommate that's being plagued by this.
Yeah, and then we find out that this guy is like an ancient evil god who gives people nightmares, and they follow him to a prison where they've imprisoned another ancient god in like a bubble between two like colliding planets.
Yeah, to stop them from colliding. I think it's even more schizo than like Matt Smith, the Cube man.
Oh yeah,
who is literally just a fairy tale.
Oh yeah,
for the.
Also written by Christian.
That's like, yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
that explains it. That's probably his best episode ever.
Probably, yeah.
Not this one, that one, the Cube Man one.
I don't think he wrote this one, did he? Maybe he did.
No.
It's too good to be written by him.
Let me see. Written by and it is co-written by him.
That's just because he's showrunner, right?
Charlene James and Chris Chibnall.
Okay.
Well, he's not credited in all. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Wait, no, not credited in all of them.
Oh, okay. So he did. Okay. Yeah, and it's just comes so fucking schizo. They free this like ancient god by accident because the finger man tricked them, and then they go back to Earth and they're like stealing people's nightmares and stuff. Yeah. It's so fucking schizo. Oh.
And then the doctor tricks them into being imprisoned.
Yeah, I don't remember how
it literally
she did
just
that.
Says the doctor tricks them.
Yeah, I don't remember how, but like the concept of this episode is so weird and fascinating to me.
Yeah. It at least gives you something.
Yeah, would it have been better in a Moffat era? Absolutely, but I'll take what I
Even
could get.
Moffat would have made it extremely depressing.
Yeah.
Extremely depressing.
Um, yeah, it's just so weird. It's so freaking weird, and I like it. It's just a guy with fingers that come off and, and go into your ears and steal your nightmares.
I think that probably is the best, maybe the best
I,
episode.
I have the next one as the best
Okay,
personally,
I don't
but
remember it.
I think it's pretty close.
Okay.
Um, yeah, here's my notes. British Syrians. All the Syrian people are British.
Mhm.
It'll be dark soon. Whatever that
It'll be
means.
dark soon.
Schizophrenia. Uh, show me more of the weird finger man.
Show me more.
And silly sting. Apparently, there's a string sting in here.
Yeah.
This is a 5 out of 10 for me,
Oh
guys.
yeah. Okay,
We're
I do remember the next one, and I do
we're
acknowledge that I remember why it's the best.
we're reaching high. We're reaching high here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Can You Hear Me? And then the next one is the Haunting of Villa Diodati, which is about the super famous night between Lord Byron and Percy and Mary Shelley that they had on this.
It's a good premise.
I think it's a French villa or like French chateau. And they're staying up and they're telling ghost stories, and this is where Mary Shelley gets the inspiration for Frankenstein because they have a contest, like whoever writes the best ghost story wins type deal, and she ends up writing Frankenstein, which obviously wins. But yeah, the doctor shows up and she's super excited to see this. She's like, "Oh, we get to see, the inspiration."
She's kind of annoying.
Yeah, she's so annoying.
So annoying about it.
But then we have a good setup here where oh, it's not happening. Like this thing that's going to inspire Frankenstein's not happening.
They other stuff. They just like want to drink.
Yeah, yeah. And the doctor's trying to like push her in that direction, and it never materializes.
He's such a bitch.
And then we have the lonely Cyberman who shows up.
Yeah, and he acts the hell out of that
Oh,
role.
he's killing it. This one and the next one, he's killing it.
Yeah, the makeup is good, and it adds to like this person's stature and their performance, like as the really intimidating threat of the episode. They all of those things make it really well done.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, like whatever they did, the editing with his voice. I remember his voice being
yeah,
really
it was very like dark and like imposing.
Yeah, and well, because he also had a lot of really interesting lines and things to say. Like they were really existential. They weren't just
because he wanted to like die basically.
It felt way more than just your typical Cyberman. Like he was almost like the philosopher.
Yeah, he was.
Like, it wasn't just like, oh, we want to turn everyone into Cyberman. It was like, I'm going to kill you and then my stuff.
And he's here because he's looking for the Cyberium, which is like this way that will let him ascend the Cybermen somehow. I don't know if they make it super clear.
Well, it's like this really strange like AI, I think, that like contains like all of cyberdom, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know, but okay, so imagine they've been saying it for like, the last third of the episode or like the last, half of the episode or whatever. Well, for half of that, I didn't even like understand what they were saying. Like, I had no idea what the fuck this Siberium was. It wasn't until like half the time they were saying it until I started realizing they were saying it. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, what? What? Siberium? What is that? So I just kind of like accepted it.
And it's a pretty good haunted house episode too, because the Siberium's making like the house weird, so they can't get out. They like go down the stairs a couple times and keep like repeating. There's like ghost stuff. One of the like babies disappears or something, I think, or like a nurse disappears or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all like surprisingly really well done for this era. It's shot super well. It's lit super well. All the acting for the most part is pretty good. Like even the doctor when she's annoying as hell, this might be like some of her best acting in the whole series.
It's not written or directed by
Yeah. Wow, big surprise there. Yeah, and then eventually this lonely Cyberman, he's like coming for Percival Shelley because he's become like schizo. He has the Cyberium in his brain.
Yeah, like embedded itself in his hand or something.
Yeah, and so then Mary Shelley has this big revelation, and I think this is honestly the worst part of the episode for me is her like Frankenstein monologue 'cause it's just a little on the nose. She's like, "You're like a Frankenstein. You're like
Oh,
a
yeah.
modern Prometheus."
Yeah.
But the rest of the episode is like staggeringly good for this era. For me, it's between this and I think Demons of the Punjab as the best of this era. I'm tempted to give it to this because I think it's better, but I honestly
might be
don't
better.
remember.
And yeah, I would.
It's
say
between those two
it
though.
could be better,
It's
yeah.
between those two. Yeah. Anything else to add here?
No, that's it.
All
I
right.
remember the next part being really fucking bad, mostly.
Here's my notes. Really well shot.
Yep.
Very well edited.
Mm-hmm.
Great lighting.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So much praise. The doctor's only good moment. Do I remember that moment? No, but
don't either.
apparently this is her only good moment. And then shoehorn Frankenstein monologue. This is a breathtaking 6 out of 10 for me.
Breathtaking. I think they almost kill the baby,
Yeah, I think they do.
which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and they're like hiding in like a shoebox or in like a small box or something from the Cyberman. Yeah, it's amazing how well done this is for this era.
They really did a great job making the threat like super intimidating and well written too, and yeah.
Yeah. And then this is also kind of like a 3-part finale almost. This is kind of like the first part. Because at the end, the Lonely Cyberman gets the Cyberium and like
Goes
gablooms,
future or
disappears.
something.
Yeah. And earlier in the series, I don't remember which episode, she had got a like premonition that was like, oh, I think it was the Master when he's like Gallifrey's destroyed. He's like, beware the Lonely Cyberman or whatever. So this is like the culmination of the arc. The next episode is Ascension of the Cyberman. This opens in the future. Most of humanity has been wiped out. There's like a small group of survivors that the doctor and companions come to save.
Those people.
And they like lose the TARDIS or something, and so they have to take ships that are malfunctioning and breaking
They
down.
travel to Ko-Sharmus.
Yeah, they're traveling to like beyond the what's it called, like beyond the reach or beyond the breach or something to Ko-Sharmus. And it's a coolish idea. That's like the place where no Cybermen are or something, or like the boundaries where there's no Cybermen beyond that for some reason.
Ko-Sharmus is a person acting as a ferryman for others to escape through a portal to the other side of the universe. But then that portal is literally
Goes to Gallifrey, right?
Does it?
I think so.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it just leads to more Cybermen. And so the guy discovers he's just been killing everybody he's sent through there.
Oh, maybe.
But you might be right, actually.
No, because I think the Master opens the. I don't know. I don't care. The characters here are existent. There's like a little.
Oh, you're right.
Something.
It is. It's at the end. They open it and it goes to Gallifrey. I'm just thinking of their travel to the guy.
Right. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of like space travel, a lot on a ship. They're outrunning the Lonely Cyberman and his army, and yeah.
Does the Master shows up? I don't know how.
He does at the end, I believe. It might just be on Gallifrey.
Yeah. He jumps through the portal. So then all his interactions with the lone Cyberman are just in the last part.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just do notes, I guess.
This
gonna be such a quick.
This was kind of Marvel-y.
Yeah, this is where we start to get that Marvel feel back. I think it's still better than the Battle of Rancid Ass Colon in terms of that. But it starts to come back and then it hits hard in that last part. My notes are cool intro transition. Do I remember what that is? No. But it was cool. Lens flare. And I don't know what the fuck this note means. Brendan.
Brendan.
Is that the name of the lone Cyberman? I don't know.
I don't fucking.
This is a 3 out of 10. I guess I thought it was fine enough. uh, and then we get to the series finale here. What I would strongly call the worst episode we have seen in this entire watch through of the 160 plus episodes we've seen. This is it. This is the one. So she lands on Gallifrey. The Cybermen follow her, whatever. The Master's there. He reveals to her that she's a timeless god found in a time portal
I will
by.
say I have one good thing to say about the finale, and that is I think this was this was in the finale and not the previous episode. Is the like red herring that they like lead up to revealing the truth about the Doctor with like it basically this knowledge was like locked away in the Doctor's brain or whatever. It
Right.
was hidden under like this like false like dream or memory or whatever where she's like where like she is just this like random cop from like a small British town.
Right. Oh,
Because
is
because
that
that's
the
pretty.
last
I
episode?
can't remember. It doesn't say
It's
in either of the
no,
descriptions.
it's got to be the last
The very
episode.
last
There's
one,
no, it's got to be
the
the
previous one,
previous one
the
because there's
Ascension of the Cybermen.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's intercut there because there's no way that's in the last episode.
It doesn't say that about
There's
anything
there's
about
no
it.
way it. Hold on.
That's like the only good thing I can say about it, whichever one it is, because it's
Yeah,
like
because that
kind of
is
interesting.
it's pretty
It's a
cool
little
too.
yeah, it's a little schizo because it is like it does make you interested because it's honestly more interesting than what's happening elsewhere, like in the actual like episode with the Doctor and companions,
Absolutely.
because it's randomly interspersed, and it's like, wow, what the fuck is going on? It's like with this ginger kid, you get to see him getting adopted, you get to see his whole life, like it's things like that where like with uh what's it called, Family of Blood or
Yeah,
something. It's just stuff
exactly.
like that where you get to like see into like a different life, and like but this is like it was basically just like a code for the Doctor's true origin or something. So
Yeah.
like by the end of it, I mean it sucks the like what they did with that, but
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. That was really cool, and they have like there's like
he
time
like
jumps
falls
with
off a
it. He like falls
cliff
off
and
a
he
cliff but can't
lives. Yeah,
die.
it's just like it's weird.
Yeah, that is Ascension of the Cyberman. That's the one before
Okay,
this.
okay.
Yeah. Uh,
So then what happens in this one? This one just
it's
goes
so
on and
long.
on.
It's like an hour long or something, and it's supposed to be this huge
The Doctor's
revelation.
literally just talking to the Master like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, getting the backstory
Yeah.
and then talking to the Master.
Basically, yeah. Because she's trapped in the Matrix, the Gallifreyan Matrix, and the Master's showing her all this. The like space traveler of the original race here that found her and like used her blood, and then they became Time Lords because they were able to take the ability to regenerate. Again, looking back, continuity wise, this also ruins Matt Smith's last episode because the Time Lords gave him more regenerations, but he wouldn't need them if he was this god.
Yeah, it's like the Time Lords, that wasn't even an innate biological fact. They just
Right.
stole it.
Yeah, exactly. It was a stolen power, stolen ability.
Loot drop.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's just bad.
Oh.
The Master reveals his grand fucking scheme is turning the Cybermen
Into Time Lords.
Yeah, infusing like the cyber or the remaining like Time Lord DNA carcasses.
Yeah. And then the Doctor gets from like some random old man. I don't know where the fuck he came from. Was this Koshamis maybe? I don't know. But she gets the like planet destroyer.
It wasn't his though. I think that was like the Master's or something.
Yeah,
Or,
maybe.
like, I don't remember.
But he pushes it so she can get away.
Yeah. Her plan was to just blow it all up, and the guy comes and he's like, "I'm gonna blow it up." And that's it. He wanted to die.
Yeah. What else happens in this? It's so long, but I
You just
couldn't
get
tell
mad.
you.
You just get more, and we were just getting pissed
We
off.
got so
We literally fast forwarded through some of it. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to notes. We can kind of talk more about this arc and stuff after. She ebbing on her knees or till I screwed. The notes for this one are so convoluted. I don't mind if it wasn't the doctor, but that just makes it stupid and not make sense. Like the plot point, I don't mind it if it wasn't her, if she wasn't like the special one.
If she was
She
just a part of
because
it.
that honestly makes it kind of more interesting, makes her more of like a convoluted character because it's like, oh, you're part of stealing this innocent child's like gift, right?
Yeah.
But Chris Gibble's not smart enough for that. I think the whole thing was a mistake. Followed by, I think life was a mistake.
That would actually not be bad.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be kind of
It's a cool idea
because it would finally, like, I guess the Time Lords have always like done things now and then that makes the Doctor mad.
For sure.
But like the whole premise of the Time Lords like being this like superior
stolen
race, that it's just like built on a lie, like finally give like the Doctor a reason to be like
exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I like that. I think that's a good idea. And I think if it weren't Chris Chibnall and they didn't make it the Doctor who was that child, I think it would be a really good idea. And it gives so much more complexity to the Time Lords and to the Doctor's relationship with them, and even just to like the thematics of it, right? And like the ethics of it. But I guess not.
No. The Doctor just needs to be this like otherworldly
special
perfect
god. Yeah, and that's. I guess we're jumping ahead a little bit, but that's like what we talked about last season. That's what I think Chibnall gets wrong about the Doctor. Is she is never wrong. Mm-hmm. She was wrong once in Demons of the Punjab, and that was it. And
that's why it was an. Okay
that's why it was good. Yeah. But she is never wrong. She's perfect. Everything she does is right. Like she can never make a mistake or anything, and this is just reinforced by that, right? She's this god who's. It's so dumb. It's my final note is life is a mistake. Mm-hmm. This is
tell them what you gave it.
This is a strong 0 out of 10 for me.
It's just a non integer.
Yeah, rough, fucking rough. And then we get the what do they call it? Like festive special. This is Revolution of the Daleks. We watched this one a week ago, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember what happened. So I'm gonna hand it over to you here.
Let's see here. The shell of a recognizable Dalek is intersected at
this is the one with Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. Oh yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't remember anything either. We only watched it a week ago. Dalek. They steal. Okay, from the last one with the tentacle lady, Recognizance Dalek shows up and starts wrecking shit and possessing people with his tentacles.
Yeah.
They steal the shell.
Yeah.
Without the Dalek because it died. I think that's an okay premise.
It's not bad.
And then the return of like the Trump figure. What's his name?
Jake Robertson.
Yeah, Jack Robertson. He's pretty much the same in this one, except they once again had a chance to do something great by making him actually like learn something or like.
And they didn't. Do anything really.
No. Yeah, irredeemable. And yeah, he makes.
He's the best part of this episode, like he was for Arachnids in the UK.
Yeah, because he's
eating it
funny.
up. Yeah.
He makes $1 million Dalek shells that are just supposed to be like riot control.
Yeah, literally.
And then his scientist finds DNA in the shell and is like, I'm gonna make this, and he grows a Dalek, and the Dalek possesses him and makes more Dalek, and then the Doctor's great plan to stop this, because they're about to like put themselves into all the shells.
Oh yeah, is to fucking just call the Daleks.
Real Dalek UFO ship to the world so that they can like fight. Nice going, Doctor. Doctor's Paris again. Let's go. Yeah, and then they kill him Jack Harkness is here.
Yeah.
They kill all the new Daleks, and then the Daleks are, of course, want to kill Earth. Jack, what's his face, Robertson,
Tries to negotiate. Yeah.
he's saying like, oh, I just want to save myself, but yeah, and then while he's talking to him, I mean, really, he saved the day because he was distracted.
That's true. That's true.
He's
the real hero.
Jack Farkness.
Shartness.
And
oh, this opens with the Doctor in prison too from the last episode.
Yeah, and Jack just saves her.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
She doesn't escape herself.
You
it's not her
the day routine and like some of her environment or whatever, and how she maybe
could like escape or could figure
you're
it out.
Thinking, like, I thought it was gonna lead to some like Sherlock,
right?
She's gonna like trip up, use the routine to her advantage or the schedule or whatever, but
yeah.
Jack just comes and saves her.
Yeah, he comes with a time bubble that you can walk through walls with.
And they also imprisoned a Weeping Angel, which doesn't really make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Supposed to be able to move so fucking fast.
Exactly.
When you're
not
looking at them, that it doesn't even. And plus, wouldn't they be monitoring it? And isn't any image of an angel now an angel itself?
That's a fact. It could just leave.
They just threw it in there because iconic. Anyway.
Shit, I forgot about this. I forgot Stephen Moffat fucking lost it with that one. I feel like he like retconned that after that episode. I
hope so.
Because like in Angels in Manhattan, that's not the case. I don't think.
That's after. Right?
That's after. Yeah.
Yeah. Like finale.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really do that.
So I think that was retcon.
Statue, though.
Yeah, that's true. He's just constantly falling down this fucking hole.
He pulled an Alien. He pulled a Ridley Scott Alien, and then he made Alien.
yeah. He used both Scott and Cameron.
Well, I don't know. I didn't like Alien Covenant very much. But that's another sci-fi podcast that we're not going to
that we'll never record ever. We're going to kill ourselves.
And they blow up the ship and save the day.
Yeah.
And then Ryan and Graham leave.
Yep.
Because they're like...
Ryan wants to leave, and then Graham goes with him. Yeah.
He's like, my grandson.
And then they...
The Earth, it's got... the Earth has stopped.
And then it ends with them trying to ride the bike again, and they get a call like... Something's going on in Finland or something like that. Yeah, in Norway.
Yeah, we gotta go. I don't know. It's fucking psycho. Yeah, they were. The thing with this one is they were kind of mad at the Doctor for not being there for a year. I mean, but to be fair, she was fucking in prison.
Yeah, it's not really. Like, I mean, she does have a time machine. To be fair.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, she does have that, doesn't she? That's a good point. Anyway, Yaz is mad, and
and they
like realizes that he should stay and do his own thing.
And they kind of do more like, I think, romantic tension with like Yaz and Jodie.
Hoping to see more. Hoping to see more of that. Yaz has once again the only good character.
Yeah, literally.
Where he's like, Jack is like, don't take it personal. Like you're lucky to be one of the only people to
for sure
traveled, even if she may leave you behind sometimes.
I think that's the scene where she fails to cry.
Yeah, that's the only. He like wipes her face,
and it's just dry. Yeah.
Anyway. And then at the end, when they're riding the bike, Ryan and Graham, not Jack, just Ryan and Graham see their dead Nan, and there's no sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
They just Star Wars Force Ghost it, and
that's right.
That's it.
I forgot about that.
Why? What? There's no sci-fi explanation.
The reason is because that is the only thing that defines Graham and Ryan. That's it.
To bring it full circle. The bike wasn't enough.
Yeah, and that's it because they are cardboard cutouts. They are nothing.
They could have even done a little bit extra and just done another like Ryan vlog where
for sure.
Talking to the camera.
Yeah, no, honestly,
they didn't even do that because that was so nothing. They
right.
turned that. They could have made it into something. But
yeah,
it was just so nothing.
Yeah. Damn. Be like that.
Well, all right, go ahead.
All right. Driving Miss Dalek. Good.
Good one.
I have Danny Stink. I don't know.
Somebody reminded you of Danny.
Yeah, someone reminded me of
Danny. It
Danny
definitely
Pink.
wasn't like him at all, but...
I think it was the guy who was working for Jack Robertson.
I know, and I don't see it.
Piss Sick Ball. Whatever that means.
Chris Jibble.
Oh.
You gotta decipher, man.
Trump's back.
Trump is back.
This is good. Dubstep begins to play. Dalek kills Antifa member.
Dalek kills Antifa.
I could go for a delicious sci-fi bar.
Mm-hmm.
That was in reference to the jail. This is a quote from you. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh boy. I hope that makes sense.
I really hope that makes sense.
We all monetize anyway.
10 million pounds. I think that's how much they like paying for the Dalek. I don't know. Or it's a reference to how fat Chris Chibnall is. Needed the police officer who pulled me over.
I really wish I knew what that was referencing, but I can't remember the exact thing.
Doctor casually creates a reality-destroying black hole.
Detonate the reality.
Yeah, because her solution is to send all the Daleks into the other TARDIS that they have.
Oh yeah.
And then she sucks it into herself.
Kind of like, I don't know, fucking Matt Smith's second finale where the
First finale
where the TARDIS is like breaking reality.
Yeah, because it exploded and it like ruptured time and space.
Well,
now it doesn't matter.
He learned how to do it well.
He does it well now.
He does it
good now. This is a 2 out of 10 for me, which brings the series.
I'd give it a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, that's my 1 rating.
Yeah, I'll say it. This brings the series rating to a staggering 3 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Let's pull up the list here and see the order that we have it in.
How do you divide by 0?
0's on top. We're not dividing.
Oh, you're right.
It's over. It's so over. So I have The Haunting of Villa Diodati as the best episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I like it as much as Demons of the Punjab, but maybe.
I think I like it because I think the setting's a little cooler.
The setting is pretty cool, yeah. I have Can You Hear Me as the next one with the Finger Man.
Easy.
And then I have Fugitive of the Jadoon next. Apparently, I like that one enough. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I hated that one.
Then I have Spyfall Part 2, followed by Part 1. Then Praxius, which is the bird sickness. Ascension of the Cybermen.
Yeah.
Damn. Revolution of the Daleks. Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. These are all so bad. Orphan 55.
I'd probably put that above Nikola Tesla's.
Yeah.
Just because of the setting.
I think I might, but I just don't fucking remember.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, and then, of course, Timeless Child as last by a trillion gorillion miles. It is the worst episode. The reality bomb! That's how I feel after watching it. Yeah, I have it right now as the worst episode.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fair.
Easy.
The average was a 3 out of 10. I'm going to give this series a cool 1 out of 10. I think this is the worst series we've seen so far.
Wait, but your rating of the series is different than its average?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that whatever the average came out to be would just be your rating.
No. Because like we've talked about in the past, like Series 8 like Series 8 has a lot of good episodes. It has like Flatline and Mummy on the Orient Express and Listen. But when you hit that finale, you just want to fucking kill yourself so bad that like the average was probably like a 6, but I'm like, do I really want to sit through the whole season again? It's Darkwater with Missy and the Cybermen.
Yeah, that was bad. Not as bad as this.
Not as bad as this.
But yeah, because it's at least it was like somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
Like this just goes. Like at least Danny Pink dies.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
He sacrifices himself for that like Iraqi child or whatever.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. This series thoughts.
I just can't wait to see where the big man takes it from here. How's it gonna wrap it all up, man? It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we
Can't wait
got.
to see how Jodie Whittaker dies. That's gonna be the highlight. Maybe this deserves a 10
Because she's dead.
She's dead.
Yeah, we've one season before we're caught up. I think it's only like 7 episodes or something. It's super. Maybe it's 9. I don't know.
I'll
Whatever.
give it a 10 if Yaz and her kiss and she dies.
The kiss was too emotional and she just explodes.
No, it's probably gonna. I really don't have a lot to say about this series. It was just bad. It got boring. It was mostly boring.
Yeah.
The Mary Shelley one was the only like thing worth salvaging.
Yeah.
Not even made by Gibnall.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. And this wasn't even as entertaining as her first series. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I think
in some ways.
I think the average episode rating was higher.
In her
think
first one?
no, in this one.
Oh.
I think if you like, especially if you get
yours or like the
mine.
Okay.
If you especially if you ignore Timeless Child, I think it is higher.
Oh.
But yeah, man, that arc. God damn.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because there's at least like 2 or 3 episodes in this series that I'm like, okay, they're not skippers.
Yeah.
But man,
solid. I wouldn't skip a solid 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say, but I do have my predictions. I don't know anything about the next series other than that.
I know
nothing
about the next series. Yeah.
And I do know, spoiler, that her. I mean, you know this too. Her regeneration is David Tennant.
Right. Exactly.
But my predictions about that is I'm predicting her reason for dying and having to regenerate are gonna be shit.
They're gonna be stupid.
They're gonna be
without a
make
doubt.
us mad.
Without a
It's
doubt.
gonna be something that makes us mad. It's gonna be some sacrificial bullshit.
For sure.
It's gonna be shitty. Well, I mean, it's always sacrificial.
It's
but, like,
always,
it's
yeah.
gonna be bad. It's gonna be poorly written.
Right.
Like the Wilfred thing, I think is like really good because the doctor like gets pissed.
He's so mad
Like,
at him.
He
Yeah.
doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And like the Trenzlore thing was pretty epic.
Yeah, because I mean, he just stayed there for centuries, like protecting those guys.
I'm actually not a fan of Capaldi's compared to those other two.
Why did he regenerate? Remind me.
Like zapped.
He got zapped,
It
right?
was like a
Yeah.
really prolonged thing.
Yeah,
He was, like,
and-
holding it off.
Right, because he just didn't
It was-
want it.
I
He
think-
wanted to
I
die.
guess he had like arrhythmia from getting zapped, so it was like his heart was slowly
Right,
failing or
yeah.
something. And anyway, like even him like running around blowing up the satellite with the giant spaceship like with Cybermen surrounding him, I thought it was bad.
Yeah, it's in
didn't
terms
think
of
it was
like
well done.
why he regenerated. That's probably my
His
least
last
favorite.
episode isn't bad.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
I just think the reason, like, it felt more obligatory.
Yeah.
Like the other 3 felt like they had more of a reason.
And Eccleston's regeneration
It's
is
great
awesome too. Yeah.
I love that. He just like absorbs the
Yeah,
time
the
energy
time vortex. Yeah.
based. Yeah, good stuff. But then I'm sure hers is gonna be a Gibnall
For sure.
flop.
Without a doubt.
And then my prediction as to why like it's David Tennant again is to like they see where the series was going. I think people were losing interest even though like these
For sure.
had a high watch.
Yeah, they did.
They had a high view.
At least these
but I
first
think
2
it was
seasons.
just because it was something so novel.
Right.
But I think people quickly realized, like, I haven't really looked at the average ratings, but I feel like people's hearts aren't in it. That's
Probably
just
not,
what I
yeah.
think. I mean, but maybe we're biased. But I think the reason is because of that they may have seen where the wind was blowing, that they're tapping into nostalgia.
Yes.
For one, especially.
Absolutely.
But I think the series or the in-universe context reason will be that the Doctor's soul like feels there's some unresolved something with Donna because Donna was left not being able to remember. Most
Right.
of his companions got
Some kind of
companions got a
resolution.
good
Yeah.
resolution except her. I mean, she
Because
did.
because Davies didn't want to just torture everyone for eternity.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Moffat went back on that shit.
That's true.
with
That is true.
Clara. It would have been good. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. They're tapping into nostalgia, and then the in-universe reason is the Doctor's soul feels like unresolved with Donna, and that she deserves to have her memory of those times, even though she would be happier without it, probably. So
Probably, yeah.
His subconscious returned him to that similar form
Oh, okay.
so that he could kind of embody Tenet once again, even if it is technically a new regeneration.
Right.
And then, because I'm pretty sure she's listed in the cast.
She's in it. No,
Okay,
I've seen the
yeah,
trailer.
okay,
Yeah,
yep,
she's in
yeah.
it.
So then
She's like a big part of it
that's what it's
too.
going to
Yeah.
be about. It's going to be returning Donna and him, and it's a cash grab, but that's going to be the in-universe reason is his subconscious, and then he's going to end up
Yeah.
dying again, and
Yeah.
then like needing, and then he's going to be the new guy. So
Yeah.
that's
So it's
my
yeah,
prediction.
it's the 60th, so that's they much like they did for Moffat did for the 50th. You have to kind of get some nostalgia in there. You have to bring back a familiar face. You don't really want someone brand new for a
Is
big.
this special with Tenet written by Jim Knoll, or is it written by Davies?
I would
Or
assume
is it written by
it's
some random fucking BBC
just some dude.
executive?
Well, let's be honest, aren't they all?
They're all of them.
They're all written.
They pull down their pants and they shit on a piece of paper and they hand it to Davies and they're like, all right,
Make
it
this.
good, make it good.
Make this idiot. The Star Beast, which is the first one, it is directed by Russell,
Okay.
the Big Russ. Oh, and actually, it's directed by Rachel Talle, who we really like. She did the Heaven Sent direction, and she did a couple other like episodes we were like, damn, that's good direction.
Man, yeah, let's see.
They're trying.
They're trying.
They are
Let's see if it
trying.
succeeds.
And then of course Murray Gold's back as well.
Hell yeah.
Which is huge because the music of these seasons sucks so bad.
Try and yeah, like that's all great. I'm not gonna hold my breath though. I'm gonna remain pretty sober because of this. Just BBC, I think, has just really lost the plot.
Yeah, no, I'm almost certain, and
They just
obviously
feel like the propaganda wing of the UK. I mean, like I guess that's kind of loaded because it's. I mean, it always has been.
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
That is the purpose.
That is the
of
purpose.
Media.
Right.
But before it got to this point, like you would at least see some of the artists bleed through.
Right.
Just a bit.
It has become very much just corporate.
That's all it is.
Yeah. There's no soul. There's no like when we had Moffat. Whether you like him or not, he went for it.
Oh, yeah.
Every
totally
story was
that.
like a
I think
Moffat
some of
story.
His shit is retarded, but
Yeah.
I think I respect him for that.
Yeah, and you can see that's been slowly zapped away. I think if anyone is, Chris Chibnall is the like suit man who gets orders from Mr. BBC. Yeah, he doesn't have any ideas. He doesn't have any vision. They're like, do this. He's like, okay.
Davies Chibnall is soulless.
So yeah, I'm not really excited. I think it'll be a boring corporate product like it's been for a while now. But maybe we'll see like little glimpses of something, and at least we'll
get some banger tracks with our
True.
propaganda.
At least we'll have the good actors,
Yeah.
Catherine Tate, David Tennant,
Yeah.
both awesome. And I don't want to be mean to Jodie Whittaker in this way because I haven't seen her in anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like that's how Chibnall wanted her, and so she has to be.
To her credit, it really isn't written very well.
No.
They don't give her a lot to work with.
Yeah. So I don't want to be like, well, it's all her problem because it's obviously not. But I don't think she pulls off the Doctor well. I think she's playing a completely different character, and maybe that's because she just isn't familiar with the past of Doctor Who. I don't know.
I would be excited to see how much, if anything, Davies tries to retcon.
I would like to see that
would be
too.
Kind of interesting, but I feel like he's probably going to be pigeonholed to not be allowed to.
Yeah, or he'll be like, the Master made it up.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure deep down Davies wants to
right.
It all.
Yeah,
I feel like to live up to like studio standard continuity,
right?
It's not gonna let him.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm way more interested than I am excited for that return. As for the next series we have, I could not care less. It's super short though, so that's cool.
That's great. Only 3 more years till we make another.
It's 3 years away.
Only 3 years away.
Yeah, final thoughts on our first 2 Jodie Whittaker seasons?
I need a cold.
They're bad. It's so bad.
I need to go to Sonic right now.
and then we're gonna shoot ourselves. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's